In terms of what is actually happening, they are moving away from Kensington Palace, but we have to bear in mind this is one of 4 homes that they have, and it's also in the midst of the cost of living crisis. They are very aware of this, and it's not a decision apparently they've taken lightly, but they've gone for it with their kids first in mind.
So what do you think was the motivations? They described living in Kensington Palace as a fishbowl.
Yeah.
And they've gone to Windsor now. And what's the motivation behind the school as well? Tell us what you know about that move.
So the school allows children to have freedom. They say on their website, total freedom to explore, provided you've got your wellies on. So that kind of gives a bit of an indication, sort of lots of outdoor activities, which we know Kate, as she was growing up, she kind of wants the same for her children and William. And it will allow them to be a bit more hands-on. The cottage actually is a 4-bedroom cottage. Obviously, as I said, one of 4 residences that they do have. But it won't house the nanny, which they've got at the moment, and other in-house staff. So, again, the parenting will be much more at the forefront.
But it looks like a normal house, not a palace.
No, it is a normal house, but then we have to bear in mind, obviously, it's on the Windsor estate.
Yes.
And obviously, just round the corner from the Queen and, of course, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex as well, their cottage too, which is actually closer than it is the Queen. So when they come back, perhaps they'll be going on a stroll and they might just bump into them.
Could be cosy.
Yes.
What is the preparation looking like, Pandora, in terms of security? Because, I mean, we were quite surprised, weren't we, this morning about how open this all is. I mean, we know where the children are going to school. We're hearing that William is doing the drop-offs. I mean, it's quite amazing, really, to know that kind of detail about the royal family.
Yeah, but, I mean, we won't know, obviously, what time, etc., etc. And, of course, there will be security whenever they do that drop-off. And also, Windsor is absolutely full of security anyway because of the Queen.
I think it'd be quite a good arrangement. I mean, the Queen's now doing less and less in public life. The kids finish school, they can pop round and see
Granny.
Great-granny?
No, great-granny. That's she's a great-granny for them. I mean, it must be nice for her and for them, I would have thought.
Yeah, and obviously, as I said, kids first is in mind. They want that really close relationship as well. And in Kensington Palace, they do have that, obviously, at the moment. But they have eyes on them. They can't just go in and explore the park. They'll have a small area outside Kensington Palace, but not massive. And they're very keen, you know, as they're growing up, to have a normal life as possible.
Yeah,
which, when you think about it, was Diana's wish for her boys, William and Harry, wasn't it, as we reached that 25-year anniversary?
Indeed, indeed. So, yes, that's obviously very much at the forefront of their minds. But this does not come cheap. The school without boarding, which we do know that they won't be using the boarding option at the moment, but without boarding for all of their children, costs about £53,000 a year combined. And that's before you've even got the uniform.
School trips.
Very expensive, very, very expensive. But, of course, they are part of the royal family. They are senior working royals.
Yeah.
So that is to be expected.
And are they on so they would be on the civil list? It's not as if William or Kate would be expected to earn that money to pay those bills.
No, they wouldn't be. And I don't actually think anybody kind of expects them to be honest. They will be, you know, working as senior royals at the moment, and they will continue to do so. They are very well aware of the backlash of the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, and they will be using Kensington Palace still as their official residence with all of their staff, etc. So they'll be working from there, commuting there quite a bit.
From home.